the concept for my artwork, it's building on a public artwork which I've just made for a precinct in North Melbourne, and looking at the lost wetlands which existed in between Footscray and North Melbourne across that Dynon Road concrete jungle area. Pre-colonisation, the wetlands existed there with a blue lake which was in the centre of it, which was a saltwater lake and home to a lot of wildlife, bird life, eels, fish, hunting ground, fishing ground, medicinal space for all the Kulin nations that would come to the area and camp out around there. So it was kind of like the supermarket, the pharmacy, the gathering space. And once a settlement of so-called Melbourne happened, the wetlands started to be used as dumping grounds for abattoirs and sewerage and refuge, all that sort of stuff. So then by 1870, the space got filled in and reclaimed. So the concept is to look back at what has been lost, what isn't there any longer, yet we still see remnants of that existence of the wetlands along the Maribyrnong, along the Burrarung, and also along Dynon Road. Whenever it rains, we get that kind of rise of water in the wetlands. There's a snippet of it along the edge that still exists. The piece in detail, what you'll be looking at is 7 panels ranging in height from 1 metre to 1.7 metres, and they'll be suspended from the rafters within the gallery. And within those panels, there's printed imagery, which is layered imagery, which is kind of an imagined fabrication of what that wetlands could look like. The artwork itself is now being made into a chandelier across the top of a colonial table setting. Elements of colonial dinner party type existence of the china, but also pulling in remnants of what is lost. So you'll find different bird feathers, you'll find different she oak items that will be sitting on that table as well. This artwork itself is quite left field in comparison to what I usually do. So the connections I've made in Footscray have been some really incredible women who have had some really strong stories, great connection to place and community. So that in itself has been a nice connection.